I'm Autumn Buford.
And I'm Amy Castillo.
And today we're going to be showing you the quadratic formula.
So the quadratic formula is x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. And we plug in a polynomial into this equation.
And today the polynomial or quadratic polynomial that we're using is 9x squared plus 12x plus 16 equals 0. When plugging it in, you have to make sure
You find the a and the b and the c.
So 9 equals a, 12 would equal b, and 16 is going to equal c.
So since in the quadratic equation it's a negative b, 12 is going to be negative b
Plus or minus the square root of b, which is 12
squared.
squared.
You have to make sure you never forget the squared, because if not, this equation will be all wrong.
Or AC, which is 9 times 16
Divided by 2 times 9.
which is 2a, right? The first step is solving the multiplication. So we're going to have x equals negative 12 plus or minus the square root 144
Minus 576.
576
Divided by 18.
18.
So then your next step is x equals negative 12 plus or minus, and then the square root of negative 432.
And that is from subtracting 144 from 576. Okay, so x equals negative 12 plus or minus the square root of
Negative 432.
32, all over 18.
Okay, we're going to erase this part. You need to.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
So since the square root of negative 432 doesn't have any square roots,
it becomes an imaginary
it-
number.
Yes.
So we have to make it I. So I guess we can say it equals it right here.
Yeah.
So x equals negative 12 plus or minus I
Times the square root of
times
400
the square root of 432
over 18.
over 18, right? Now, when you think about this, you have to think of what goes into,
If you can simplify this answer.
what goes into 432. And 144 goes into 432 3 times. So you get x equals,
Well, let's break it. Wait, hold on. Let's break it apart. Actually, I'll do it over here. So x equals
x is going to equal negative 12
over 18 plus or minus I.
You can erase this. Negative I
Times square root of 432
over
over
18.
18. So we have to figure out if if 432 square root can simplify.
And it goes 144 goes into it 3 times. So you're left with x equals,
Hold on, 2I.
oh yeah, 3 over 18.
So then that equals.
So x equals negative 12 plus or minus 12I square root of 3 over 18.
And since we can simplify this whole thing again, this is going to come out to,
x equals -2 plus or minus 2I.
no,
Yes.
because 2 can go into 2 once and then 2 can go into 3 times.
Yeah. 6.
No, it's not.
Over 3. 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, it's
3. And that's your answer. So, and when using a quadratic equation is always going to be written in standard form and can be solved with the quadratic formula, no matter what. So we started off with 9x squared plus 12x plus 16 equals 0. You get x equals -2 plus or minus I square root of 3 over 3. That's
And
the
that's-
quadratic formula.
End of our lesson. Thank you.